Have you ever noticed that the neighbor driving a dusty old sedan, wearing a plain t-shirt, quietly buys the house next door with cash or slips away for a 3-week vacation without a single post on social media? The truth is, the largest bank accounts are often invisible because their owners practice discreet financial moves that multiply every paycheck, while the rest of the neighborhood is busy chasing a flashy appearance instead of building real wealth. In the next few minutes, you'll discover a 9-minute financial hack so quick you can execute it while waiting for the kettle to boil, and so subtle that even your closest friends won't notice anything has changed until they ask how you stay calm when unexpected bills hit or how you're always on vacation. Remember, the 7th minute of this hack will accelerate your journey to wealth so fast you won't even have time to brag, even if you wanted to. Minute 1 begins with a quiet decision. Prioritize buying your own financial freedom over impressing strangers. When a colleague flaunts a new watch or asks what car you drive, simply say, "It runs fine," and smile. Resist the urge to match their purchases. A friend of mine kept his 12-year-old Corolla after a promotion. The money he didn't spend on a new car grew into $18,000 in index funds in just 3 years. No one clapped in the parking lot, but jaws dropped when he bought a new house debt-free. This resolve, not spending to look rich, lays the foundation for every other step. Minute 2 puts your finances on autopilot before temptation kicks in. Log into your online banking and set up an automatic transfer of a fixed portion, say 10% to start, increasing later, from every paycheck the morning it arrives. I schedule my transfer for Saturday at dawn, so by breakfast, the money's gone, and I can't talk myself out of saving. A teacher I know sends $60 every Friday to her brokerage account. She laughs that she's forgotten the password, which is perfect because you can't spend money you don't see. This single click builds an invisible wall between you and impulse buys. Minute 3 channels that save money into a broad index fund that owns the entire market. No stock picking, no news chasing, no heart palpitations. If someone invested $30 a week in an S&P 500 fund since 2013, they'd have over $25,000 today, despite every screaming headline along the way. That's the cost of 2 family pizzas a week turning into half a car, without needing a finance degree. Minute 4 turns every windfall, tax refunds, birthday cash, and used gift cards into rocket fuel. A nurse I know used a $1,000 attendance bonus to wipe out a 19% interest credit card balance, saving over $120 in interest annually. Another colleague funneled a small inheritance into a dividend fund, and now her quarterly payouts cover her internet bill. The rule is simple. Windfalls pay off debt or buy assets, not lifestyle splurges. Minute 5 halts lifestyle creep when a raise comes. Live on your old budget for another 12 months. A graphic designer shared an apartment with a roommate for 2 extra years after a promotion. The $600 she didn't spend on a solo place went into a real estate investment trust, and its dividends now nearly cover her larger rent. Keep expenses steady, and the surplus piles up effortlessly. Minute 6 creates a side income stream so your life doesn't rest on one leg. A security guard edits podcast transcripts on Sundays, earning $250 a month that flows straight into a Vanguard fund untouched. In 5 years, that quiet side gig could build a $60,000 cushion. Choose something scalable without loud branding. Proofreading, renting a spare room, selling print-on-demand art, or uploading digital templates. Every extra dollar fuels the compounding engine from minute 3. Minute 7 hides your growing assets behind bland labels. Instead of registering a rental property in your full name, form a simple company like Maple Lane Holdings. Public databases will show the company, not you, and distant cousins won't sniff out loan requests at family dinners. Privacy isn't secrecy. It's a buffer that lets your wealth grow without social pressure. Minute 8 leverages smart tax shelters to keep the government from eating your future gains. A colleague earning $65,000 shifted $7,000 into a pre-tax retirement plan, saving $1,400 in federal taxes instantly, then reinvested the refund into a Roth account. Now both ends of her future are secure. Every dollar shielded today is a silent soldier compounding for decades while others argue over phone upgrades. Minute 9 locks in radical consistency. Wealth crawls more than it sprints, but that crawl never stops. An acquaintance started investing in 2006, held through the 2008 crash, and kept automatic buys rolling. Friends called her reckless, but her balance doubled twice and answered them years later. Set a recurring calendar reminder to increase contributions whenever your income rises or debt falls. Stick a note on your laptop. Pay myself first. Turn off all shopping notifications on your phone and delete save cards from impulse buy sites. Take a breath, sip some water, and realize your money is already working for you while you rest. Why does a 9-minute routine beat the frantic chase for one big win? Because time plus small, repeated actions outpaces lucky breaks. Someone starting at 20 with $50 a week in a broad fund could cross $1 million by 65 at an 8% average return. Start 10 years later, even doubling the weekly amount, and you might still lag behind. The math of compounding is as stubborn as gravity, rewarding the early and steady. Keep at least 1 month's bare-bones expenses in a high-yield savings account so an unexpected bill doesn't force you to sell assets at a loss. When my water heater blew up in 2020, the $1,200 repair came from my cash buffer. I refilled it over a few paychecks while the market dipped, buying extra shares on sale instead of panic selling. That buffer was both a parachute and a cannon, soft landing and hidden firepower in one. Choose your circle wisely. Spend 1 coffee a month with people who share podcasts about compounding, not gossip. Conversation sets the standard. When friends casually mention the percentage they added to their index fund this week, you'll feel healthy pressure to keep up. Practice quiet generosity. Pay for the next table's coffee or leave a grocery card for a struggling family. Money is a tool, not a trophy. String these minutes together, and your finances grow like ivy on the back fence, slow day by day, but undeniable after a few seasons. Your dinners out and weekend trips start coming from dividends, not paycheck juggling. When the fridge breaks, you shrug and call the technician. Some neighbors will assume you were born under a lucky star, but you'll know luck began in a 9-minute window when you made saving automatic and attention optional. Open your payroll portal tonight and set up that auto transfer you can live with. Link it to a broad fund. Schedule the raise freeze. Draft a small side project. Form that discrete LLC. Top up your retirement vehicle. Mark the calendar reminder. Close the shopping ads. Sip your water and smile. These moves cost nothing but resolve and 9 short minutes. Yet they build a life where every unposted luxury is a brick in your wall of freedom. Quiet money never shouts, but it speaks loudest when it buys you mornings without alarm clocks and evenings without worry. Your 9 minutes start now. Why not press the first button before the kettle even whistles? Perhaps that first button is the subscribe button below, don't you think? And if you want to press the second one, like this video and share your idea in the comments. I'll see you soon.